Hey guys, hey, welcome to KWBE Kicking It with Brother Ed. I'm Latte, the co-host, and of course we have Brother Ed here behind the scenes. And
All right, y'all.
oh, I, I was like, what is that?
I'm just giving them a shout out behind the scenes.
He scared me, y'all. He scared me. I was like,
You thought I was Jesus coming to get you, right?
I sure did. And I got my Jesus friends on. I'm here for the rapture, Jesus. I'm here for the rapture. I'm ready. But anyway, thank y'all so much for coming and joining us today. We have our live event. This is not pre-recorded. This is our live event where we are going to hear straight from Klay, Mackenzie. Wait a minute. Is this live or is this pre-recorded? Am I lying?
Say again.
Is this live or are we pre-recording?
This is live. This is live today.
Okay,
We're live.
Make sure
all the way live.
Okay, good. I didn't want to make myself out to be a liar. So yes, this is live. Hey, everybody to the audience out there. Woo, give us a shout out. Give us some comments. Make sure you encourage our brother Klay Mackenzie because we're going to bring him on right now. He is a comic book writer and artist. Give him a hand clap.
Hey.
Hey, Klay. How you doing?
I'm doing good. How are you guys doing?
Very good.
Great.
Thank you so much for joining us today. So again, we understand that you are a comic book extraordinaire. You are the person that writes all the awesome stuff, and you also do all the artwork for it. But we want to know more about you. So obviously, we know your name is Klay. First, tell us how old you are, Mr. Klay.
I'm 28.
28 years old. You have a young face, which I love. Keep it young.
Yeah. I drink a lot of water.
Okay. So, when we think comic books, of course, the first thing we think is, it's going to be about superheroes and villains, or it's going to be, laughable. Everything is ha-ha, comedy this, comedy that. What does Klay do when he is in the mindset of, okay, I'm going to create this comic? Tell us all about what you do and why you do it. What makes your comic book so extraordinary?
Cool. So with my comic book, what I feel like makes it different at least is, so first things first, like you already said, I make everything from scratch. So I'm super hands-on with it. And, whenever I'm making a book, I sit there sometimes almost all day, just coming up with a plot, really making sure that the plot thread is tight, like that there's no like weird inconsistencies with the story. And then I get to drawing it, and then once again I spend way too much time just drawing, making sure I'm always looking at different references and stuff to make sure that everything looks good. Because, there's a whole bunch of critics that always want to nitpick stuff. But that's okay. If you don't have that kind of stuff, you're not doing nothing.
That's right. Yes. You have to
Yeah.
have those challenges. Otherwise, you can't be stretched. I love that. I love it. So
exactly.
When did you realize, because I'm going to take it back because I probably should have started here, but when did you realize you had this special talent? People find out, okay, I have this gift, or maybe somebody said, oh, you seem like you have a gift to sing or a gift to dance or whatever. How did you know your gift or one of your gifts was in comic book writing and telling those kinds of stories?
Honestly, I figured it out when I was 5.
Wow.
I was a big fan of all those kind of shows, and I used to watch them all the time, and then it just kind of just naturally just grabbed the pencil one day and was like, okay, I want to draw one, and then the rest was kind of history.
Wow. Well, if you can remember that far back, what was your first comic book? What was the first thing, even as a 5-year-old? What did you
the first one I made? So when I was in 3rd grade, I made I had this huge binder. My mom got me a binder, and then I just used to always draw I used to draw comic books based on shows that were already out at first. Okay. And then I used to go back to school and I'll draw them and then color them, and then I'll always go around to everyone like, oh, look what I drew.
I was just sound like my 11-year-old, and she goes, "Oh, look," and I'm like, "Yeah, you got it."
Yeah.
I can't do it. That's for sure. Don't ask me.
Like, you sure doing it.
But that's awesome. Did your parents or did someone in your life continue to like motivate that and encourage it more? Like you said, mom was instrumental in like purchasing a book for you, and that became your artwork book, if you will, or your comic work book.
If I'm being honest with you, my parents don't really support it like that. My mom just recently kind of got on board when she realized I could sell it. When she found out I could sell it, then she was on board.
Okay, it's a money maker. Come on, baby, make that money. I get it. Okay.
Yeah, still waiting on Dad, but he'll come around.
Okay. He will. He definitely will. I'm a parent of 3, and obviously I'm working with my dad, and you know, he and I had 2 separate, I mean, I'm so much like him, but he and I had 2 separate programs, and then I kind of put my program to the side, and now here I am with him anyway. So you never know, your dad might end up like, hey son, I was wondering if maybe you could make me a character. I was thinking I could be like the superhero such and such, or
yeah, hopefully.
He might get on. So tell us a little bit about what we're seeing here. RIFT. I mean, I love your artwork. It's amazing. I can tell that you clearly have a gift. But what does RIFT stand for? You're welcome.
So it stands for Rip and Fabric of Time.
Oh, now we're gonna be here for a minute because you know I have a lot of questions.
Yeah.
I know that's right.
Yes. Tell us more. So what does that mean? Where did that name come from? What inspired it? I want you to take this book apart and explain to us what this means, because again, this is extraordinary to me. I don't know anything about comics really, except for that they're creative and they remind me of just books that, you know, you read that you have to have this creative and almost fantasy like mind. Not almost, you have to have this fantasy, you know, in your mind, a great imagination. What does this mean? What inspired it?
So funny thing is, this character, I've had this character in mind since I was about 8 years old, and so that's like 20 years now. And I just recently gave him that name 4 years ago. Okay. So Riff is his last name. His name's Adam Riff. He's an inventor, and he lost his daughter in space. So he's trying to find his daughter in space. He's going to different planets and like fighting different aliens and stuff like that. And so that's where that's his last name. So I decided to just name the show that. And I came up with it one day randomly at 3 a.m. at my house.
Wow. Now you just said show. Does that mean that you're trying to let us in on something? Is this eventually? Yeah. Oh, you better go, boy.
Wait a minute, say that again.
He's creating. Oh, go ahead. You say it.
So right now it's basically a book. A lot of these kind of shows, their source material starts with books. So that's why I started with a book. But eventually I'm planning on making it an animated series.
Man, that's awesome.
Thank you.
I love that. Now listen, I'm gonna tell you, I don't usually watch animations, but I watch this because it's
heck yeah.
Thank you.
I love the way you created just the cover page alone draws me. I'm trying to figure out, okay, what does this mean? And then say again what RIFT stands for.
Rip and Fabric of Time.
That's deep. What was it? So we know the backstory. So we understand, you know, this is a man who's an inventor. You said he lost his daughter in space. He's trying to find her, and he has to fight all of these aliens and other types of beings on these different to get to her. So what's happening on this cover page right now? Like, is he fighting himself in a way just to get to her? Like, is there something that he has to fight within himself? Like, tell me more.
So you're kind of half right. So
okay. I'll do half.
Yeah. So what's going on here is so the main villain of Rift, for now at least, her name is Velamina. She's this extremely powerful alien that came to Earth to try to kill Adam, and her power, she's able to take over people's minds. So in this picture, she's taking over his mind, trying to attack, and we don't know why she's trying to kill him, but for some reason, she looks like his dead wife.
Klay, stop playing. Where can we get this? Like, is this something we can start buying it now? Because I'm ready to read like each book, and like there has to be like several versions or whatever. Like, where can we get this? We're not done. I just need to know now for my own peace of mind.
Yeah, no problem.
Get this book from.
So you can go on my website. Oh, wait, there we go. riffanime.com.
Okay.
And you can order the books there. They'll get shipped straight to you. Got to get my words right. I have 3 out right now. Hold on, I have them right here. So I have 3 out, and
I love it.
You can have them. You can order them off there. I'm trying to get them on Amazon, but for right now, just my website.
Okay.
And yes, also sell them in person. I'm actually after this, I'm going to an event where I'm working with this high school, and I'm selling some books over there too.
I love that. You better go. Come on. Now. Come on.
Woo!
That's that dude, right?
Yes. Now look, you said there are 3. What do you call them when they're comic books? 3 volumes or?
Yeah, volumes. Yeah.
Okay, 3 volumes. I'm gonna buy 3. I want 1, 2, and 3 right now.
Okay.
Like when we're done, I'm going to riffanime.com to buy 3 of them because I want to read all of them, and I want my 11-year-old to read them and to see your artwork because she's heavy into book reading and she's an artist. So she might
great
be
artist
one day. So
okay.
That's awesome.
Yes.
Thank you so much.
Let me chime in there real quick, Nye.
Yes, please.
For the purpose for our viewing audience, we have a limited supply. We're going to be giving them away. All you got to do is put something in the comment box here or send us an email, kickingitwithbrothered@yahoo.com. Or, of course, you can go on riffanime.com and get it yourself. But you're going to have to pay Brother Klay for that. I ain't got nothing to do with that. But if you get them from us, we will give them to you until we run out. And we don't have that many, but we do have a few. And he will autograph it for you.
Yeah. Oh, I want your autographs. Yeah, I'm gonna have to come wherever you are and make sure I get my autograph copies because when it becomes a show, I want to say, wait a minute, everybody.
I got the book.
I got the book, the autograph, and the interview on record. Thank you. Now, just to make sure we have this right, though, the website is Riffanime, ANIME.
Yeah, with the E.
Okay, so
I gotta change that, huh?
Yes, yep.
Okay.
ANIME.com.
Gotcha.
Okay, so I love this. Like I said, I'm already gonna scoop my first 3 up, and I'm gonna to follow you. So you already sold 3 books to Naya. And her 8-year-old who will also be very grateful because she can read those instead of history books all semester. But what other special skills and talents do you possess that maybe you feel like, okay, this might help even transition you from creating books to going into your other talent, obviously, which is to make this into a show. So what other talents do you possess or do you think you'll need to hone to make this a successful venture?
So this is going to be a little left field, but one skill that I do have is public speaking. So
you do?
I'm really into like networking. I feel like that's going to be the main key to like getting this done. Cause this is something that you can't do it on your own. Like the books, yeah, but even that, I want to fully expand Riff into a fully functioning franchise. So, and for that, you have to know how to talk to people.
Yes, Lord. Yes, all kinds of people.
Yeah.
All kinds of people. Sorry, Dad, we have to change the anima to anime on the website.
Oh, I thought we did change it. My bad. I'll take care of that.
It's okay.
We are live and in color, ladies and gentlemen.
Yes.
Live and in color, yes.
I just don't want y'all
Yeah.
coming back to me talking about Rift Animal.
You gave us the wrong website.
Yeah.
Right.
I don't know how I'm gonna get 3 volumes because all I see is an elephant.
Like, man, you sent me to a zoo website.
Exactly. I mean, animals are pretty cool, but I'm pretty sure I can't find them.
Yeah, it's like this elephant.
Well, y'all
said,
got jokes today.
Yeah,
Yeah.
sorry. Sorry.
That's pretty funny.
Now, I think it's awesome that you know what, I have to interrupt myself. Are you in school right now? Like, are you taking on any classes, or have you already taken on classes like business classes or anything like that that you think might help?
So right now I'm doing Rift full time. I do a lot of studying. I try to take an hour a day to study networking and all those things that I'm going to need to keep myself structured. So recently I just realized, like, well, I always knew this, but it's just now hitting me. You know how something, you can know something, but it's just not hitting you. I know that, like, the structure side of Rift, I need to build on that more. So I try to take an hour every day to just, put the pen down and just try to study, like, things that I know I'll need to keep myself structured and make this more realistic,
I love that. You are on the
too.
right track. Oh my
Thank
God.
you.
Excellent.
Yes.
Thank you so much.
I think we live in a world now where the generation that obviously, what is it? Not the millennials, but Gen
Z?
Yes. Gen Z. Are you a Gen Zer?
Millennial.
Okay, you're a millennial. Well, that's. I'm sorry. That's better for me because I can talk to you a little bit.
Yep.
No, but I do think we live in a generation where the Gen Zers in particular, no offense, but have learned from previous generations that it's better to just kind of jump onto YouTube or jump onto any social media and just suddenly become this social media, I don't know what they call them now. Social media
influencer.
Yes, thank you, influencer.
Yeah.
I don't know nothing about it, but you can become an influencer, make all this money, and that's that. And I'm okay with that. I'm fine if that's your thing. If you're doing it and you're, creative with it, and you're making people laugh and people just, enjoy life that way, I'm fine with it. But what you said was so important. Do something to improve your skill. Do something. You said networking is something that you're great at, but you still want to, as you put it, structure yourself. And I love that, because I don't think any generation, I think there are people in any generation that come away from that. They just kind of get comfortable. Okay, I'm really great at this. You obviously have a talent. This is phenomenal.
Thank you so much.
But you're welcome. But I think that when we have talents and we know we have a talent, or we hear it a lot, sometimes we come away from that and we just settle. And we're like, okay, I'm comfortable here. And you said, no, I'm going to step away from this. And then one thing you said earlier, which I loved just as much, is you spend way too much time on your book. I love that. That's not a bad thing.
Amen.
Way too much time is exactly what you should be spending on it, because that is your craft, that is your gift. So I applaud you, because I think that is awesome.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. You're welcome. So is there anything that you could tell us you're great at that nobody really knows?
That's a good one. What am I really good at that no one knows about?
A skill, a talent.
I'm trying to think. This is a weird one.
Okay.
But I'm really good with I don't know if this even counts as something, but I'm really good with, like, childcare, and like I'm good with, like I'm good with, like, dealing with people with mental health issues.
Ooh.
Very good.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm really, really good at that.
Wow. What would you say makes you so great at it? What is it about you that makes you so great?
I'm very easy to talk to. I'm approachable, and I know how like, I'm very empathetic. I know, like, people that have like developmental issues or behavioral issues, I know how to like care for those kind of people. So I'm actually surprisingly pretty good at that stuff, like people in wheelchairs and all that kind of stuff.
That is awesome. Do you do anything
awesome.
like,
Thank you.
do you volunteer anywhere?
Yeah.
That's great. Do you bring your books with you? Do you do
Yeah,
anything?
of course.
Oh, that's good. Like, come on, duh. How am I going to be great with them if I don't introduce them to my craft?
Right.
Great question, though.
Yeah, definitely. I had to think about that one.
No, that's good. That is amazing because, again, to me, you seem pretty multi-talented and you don't just focus on one thing, even though it's fantastic that you do focus so hard on your craft, but that you dedicate time to other people. Do you hear how awesome that sounds? That's great. That's great. And you have to be a special person, really. You have to be a special person to be able to do that, to give back and to give that attention and that understanding without judgment and that love to people that a lot of others would consider different or unique, but not always in a great way. So I appreciate that about you. That's awesome.
Amen.
Really, really good. Really, really good. So I only have a couple of more questions for you. You think you can hang out with us a little bit longer? Of course. Okay, perfect. So I want to hear a little bit about the show. So have you been talking to people yet? I don't want you to give us all your, your secrets and all of that stuff, but as you kind of continue to create your books, and I know you said that you mentioned even without being asked, which I love, is you had the show, you referred to it as a show. So it sounds like it's already there. The wheels are turning. What are you doing to get to that point? Because I obviously see that this is something in the near future for you.
Wow.
Right now, what I'm currently doing is just building the source material. Okay. And my plan is to get the show going. You need capital. Just flat out, you need capital, because I want to make it a high quality show. Because I'm completely gung ho about this stuff. Like, I'm so passionate about making this, because it's a vision that I've had for so long. So I want to just make sure I have the right amount of capital. And how I'm doing that is just networking with certain people and trying to structure myself, like how I was saying before. One of my bad habits is actually also Rift. Like, I'll focus on it so much that I'll just almost get out of touch with reality sometimes. Like, even yesterday, I was writing my book for like almost 8 hours. And, that took me almost all day.
I love it, though.
I can relate to that too.
I was going to say, my dad, that's his thing. If he's focused on working out, for example, he could do it for 8 hours or longer if you let him.
That's awesome.
So I don't see anything wrong with it. I mean, unless you, of course, are there so much you forget to leave the house and then you start smelling like it. Now that's a problem.
Luckily I remember to shower.
Yeah. I'm a little concerned.
Yeah, like, Clay, did you eat today?
Oh, this is good, man.
Like, you looking a little scrawny there, Clay. Did you eat?
Yeah. I'll get the books, but not the autograph part. I'm good.
Yeah, like, cause I don't want your hands smelling, making my book smell. Ship them with gloves.
Blame it on COVID. You just
stay
over there. Stay right on
with gloves, please. I don't want no weird markings on my book or nothing, please.
Yeah, no, thank you. Yes, but okay. So have you spoken to or no? Sorry, because my brain is everywhere because I'm just really loving this. When it comes to the book, how I know that there are people that have written, full books and then they end up becoming a movie, and then some people will say, oh, well, your book was great, but your movie was meh, or the movie was better than the book. How are you going to ensure that the show is as awesome as the comic book is. What do you think?
So what I'm planning on doing is, first, I want the show to completely destroy the book. I want it to not even be a contest.
Wow.
I want it to not even be a contest. I want them to send me back to the drawing board. That's how good I want it to be.
That's awesome.
But what I'm the way I'm, like I was saying before, it all comes down to capital. Like, I'm trying to just structure myself the right way, and it's hard because I'm so passionate sometimes to stay focused. But I'm trying to just structure myself and you know, make the right connections.
Okay.
And just you know, get my credit good and stuff like that. You know, so that banks can mess with me and all that kind of stuff. You know, because you know. Yeah, because once I get my credit good, then the banks, they'll throw money at you when you have good credit and a good business plan.
Yep, that's the truth. I used to work for a bank for 16 years, so
yeah,
you are absolutely correct.
Never approved no one with a bad credit score.
Yeah, you can have an amazing book and bad credit, and
yep, they're gonna say you go home.
Right.
I know that for a fact.
But you're right though. Building credit, you have the right mentality. Like you're on the right track. And do you have a mentor, like somebody that can kind of talk through these things with you and maybe say, well, this sounds great and this is going to be great for this period of time, but maybe parking lot that for now and focus on this, so when you get here it's right on point? Do you have anybody like that in your life?
Sort of. Like yes and no. Like yes and no.
Okay. Well, I would personally recommend, this is, I don't know why I even think I can do this, but I'm going to say it because I have mentors myself. So we'll say that's where I feel like I qualify to say this.
Okay.
I'm just messing with you. But in all seriousness, find a mentor, but someone that obviously can speak to your talents, but may not necessarily do exactly what you're doing, and make sure they're kind of up there so that when they give you this, you know, advice, that it's truly valuable. It's not just somebody that you're cool with or somebody that's going to always play nice and say things that make you feel great. No, you need somebody that's going to give you some tough love.
Yeah.
And say, you know what, this is fantastic, but have you considered this? So if once you do the networking and you figure out who those people are, and it doesn't just have to be one person, when you figure out who those people are, you can decide this person or these people are in my network of or what have you, that are really going to give me what I need. And you know what? They don't have to look like you. There's a mentor I have right now at my job. He is an Asian man, and he has given me some incredible advice. And I always thought, oh, I'm just going to join the Black networks at my job because they look like me. They have the same kind of stories, and I'm a woman. So I'm going to join the women's networks. Nope. I'm somebody that's not like you, but sees the value in who you are.
That's some good advice.
Well, thank you.
You're welcome.
Send me those books for free then, Clay. I'm just
all right.
I'm just kidding. All right, y'all, it's KWBE. We are done. We just had Clay Mackenzie with us. Go to his website, www.riftanime.com, and don't buy one, don't buy two, but buy all 3 volumes of Rift. Rift, the Fabric of Time. Come on, y'all. Thank you, Clay, for being here with us.
Thank you, Clay. Clay, we love you, man, and we wish you great success. We're going to get rid of some of the stock you have by giving it away to people. Just got another comment in I want to show you from my sister Carolyn Lewis, who's also going to be getting one of those autographed books. So write that name down. There will be more.
Yes.
We're so happy. But I'm gonna leave it to you, Nye, because we only got like 10 seconds left. So I'm gonna shut up.
All right. Well, I totally enjoyed you, Clay. I think you are a very talented young man, just as you see here, written and said verbally, that you are very talented. Keep doing what you're doing. You are not ordinary. You are extraordinary. And we thank you so much for spending time with us today. Everybody, give him a hand clap. We can't hear you. We can't see you. You're encouraging him. God bless you. Klay. God bless you, everybody, and y'all have a blessed, and wonderful week.
Amen.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.